Louisville, Kentucky. They love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty up in here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buffaloes will kick it away first. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And now on second down for this offense.
Let's go.
Back to throw, it's Shuck. Fires the pass, intercepted.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense.
Get set. Get set.
Looking for room, it's Hayden. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's go that way again.
Finds his man, it's Hunter. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal coming up. Fine play action. Extending the play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed, force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Dances away from the heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking to throw, it's Shuck. They've got the screen set up. Dances away from one.
Man, this defense is so athletic in their front seven. They're able to fight off the blocks on that third down screen play, make the tackle, now setting up fourth down.
The Cardinals decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I mean, the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Nice move to keep moving. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is when you're going to throw the ball consistently, and
Oh, look out, there he goes! He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Buffaloes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Sanders. Hiding for the goal line, and the ball's out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down.
Here we go.
They're going to ride this running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4.
Easy.
He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They're setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. And the Cardinals are marching down the field.
Here we go.
Looking to go up top on first down. Finds a crease at the 20. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Trying to find his man on first down. Quick strike complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Cardinals will hustle to the line. From the gun, the Gale looking for room. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And to open the second quarter, they'll start with a field goal try. He got it. And with the field goal, we're tied here in the second quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Oregon has the lead currently at Autzen Stadium, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over San Diego State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hand off from the shotgun. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. They come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, give on the inside. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Back to pass, it's Sanders. Trying to beat the D deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here.
Off he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, with that last completion. He's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Trying to make magic on the scramble. As they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down. He gets down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. And the quick shuffle pass. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking for space to the left. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. The guy at the quarterback spot, he just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Never a doubt. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The inside handoff. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's shot. Right down the middle. It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
Green 25.
Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing.
He wants to throw it again. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws for the end zone. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. Got some room to run. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they got on 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. The ball's free. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw for it. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a grab. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop form or get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep. They just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Brown has it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. Running it back, it's Hunter. Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bucks. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Cardinals will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hayden. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling the coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Crosses the 45. He's off to the races. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again.
Touchdown, Colorado! And the route is on. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Shuck. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its 1st touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He let that thing... But he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Buffaloes! How about that D coming up with a play like that? They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Southern Miss. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, Defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
The Cardinals in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 40. Hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense. They're churning out positive yardage early.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10.
Pound 55 weak.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when they get there. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
And the Buffaloes are flying down the field.
42 Spider.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to play football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll line up for a second down play. The give on the inside. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break.
Moves.
They'll leave it with him. Sweet cut there. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
Okay, ready?
Looking for a productive play on first down.
Clear. Clear.
He's going to pass. Looking down the middle. Complete to the left. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this dude.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last?
He lobs one high down the left side. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run?
Here we go.
Give to Brown. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Fire.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Running with power. At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking and boom, make a big play.
Great team defense on that run. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They want to run it left here. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day. This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
Here we go.
To the ground with the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start and finish. Nothing.